Good morning, Trade Pros. This is Mark coming at you guys from TPA headquarters here in Toronto, Ontario. Let's get started on this mid-morning update. It's going to be a bit of a quick one today. Only news that we saw after the morning update today, we had the capacity utilization rate that came in at 78.8% versus 79.2% expected. Industrial production month-over-month figures came in at minus 0.1% versus 0.2% expected. And we also had, what else did we have? We have the NAHB housing market index that came in at 63, so right on par with forecasts. Nothing scheduled for the remainder of the session for U.S. equities. I don't really see anything on crude either. Just double check. Nothing on crude either. So that's everything for news. Technically driven markets into the latter half of the session. And let's take a look at that now. We'll switch over to my charts and we'll show you guys what we're seeing here. So first things first, crude oil, or rather, let me get my Epic pen going here. Here we are. So crude oil, we have, let's get this thing a little bit thinner. Man, I can never get to, there we go. All right, crude oil, we've seen a very small volume, 378,000 contracts today, daily change percentage 0.36. SPOs right here, we've traded 644,000 contracts, daily change percentage 0.15%. Not much change on either of these assets today. Opportunity was more so in crude oil as it has been, and that's what we typically find as we start coming into the summer volatility. SPOs become a lot more difficult to trade, stay in ranges longer. Crude has a little bit more movement, so that's what we're trading today. Let's close this up now. Look at the pivots. So right now, crude is above its pivot. We've seen S1 tested almost twice today. Didn't quite get down there in London. Tested it here on the open. Now we're back up above it. Upside target remains the R1. SPOs came back into our 2900 support level here after being previous resistance. Held that, rotated off, printed a fresh high. Now we're back under the R1, looking for a potential consolidation here between the R1 and the pivot. R1 comes in at 29.16. Watch that level. If we do get back above there, we could make a press back towards the overnight highs in the 21 quarters. On the charts, what we're seeing here on crude is essentially a sell-off off the pit open. Quite an aggressive sell-off. I think Georgie caught this somewhere over here. And open down here, real trade was this VWAP breakout. Saw that there was consolidation, and then we had that nice move, nice 50-cent move, 63.50s down to the 63s, and then we saw a rebound back into that level. Now we are seeing crude sitting right below its open. So we have held some support here in those 63.50s. So we are looking to climb back up towards the open, the previous day high, and the overnight high in the high 70s. If we can get above that, I can see us pushing into that 64 zone right around there. Keep an eye out for that on crude. If we do get back up above there, high volume node right there, right around the 64.20s. So keep an eye out for that. As far as the SPOs are concerned, let's draw in a zone here. So we got the overnight highs here in the 29 quarters. Oops, 21 quarters rather. And one test, two test. We've broken above it, broken back below it, held it for one rotation, held it for two rotations. So we are currently consolidated between that 15 and this 11 here. The previous day closed around the 11. SPOs are still in a bullish trend. So this is just a pullback, what we're seeing, and consolidation for the next move higher. So if we do get back above those 15s, watch for another press back to that open and then into that overnight high. We are about 20 points off of the all-time high. So watch that as the week, as we start trading into Good Friday. Those will be some key levels to watch out for. And finally, what we have is our TRADEPRO Performance Index. Just hide some of these numbers here. All right, and our last order of business here is our TRADEPRO Performance Index, which is what you see here, guys. A bit of a tougher day again. in the markets, we had 56.52% of the room was green, 39% was up, 17.5% was flat, and the remaining 43% were down on the session. So still in the positive, paring back a little bit of the gains from yesterday. Today I am in that down category as well. I'll let discipline and ego get the best of me, and I'll likely be trading into the afternoon, trying to claw back to green. So happy to see that our traders are up. If you are going to be like me going into the latter half of the session, make sure to follow our 3 rules. Stay disciplined, stay diligent, and stay patient. All right, guys, that's going to be all for today's update, and hope to catch you tomorrow. If you guys are enjoying these, please do let us know via comments, via likes. Make sure to also subscribe to get a notification when we do go live. We've got these morning updates every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time and around 12 p.m. Eastern as well. So this is a pilot of these midday updates. So we're going to decide whether we keep them on or not based on your engagement. So if you guys are engaging with us, showing us that you are enjoying these, then we have a reason to continue to do so. If we don't get any comments, don't get any of those likes, clearly means we're going over your guys' heads, not really providing you with what you want. And then we'll look to find something else to do. So with that said, guys, have a great remainder of the session. I will be trading for probably until the close-ish. And that's about it for today. Good luck and good trading, guys. Take care.